We were talking about
Yeah,
some
what were we
people
talking about?
don't have community.
Yes.
But you know what? I think it's important to continue to strive to be the type of person that always lets people know that you have community. That people, when they just sit in your presence, they feel the warmth of the community that lives inside of you. And they know that everything's going to be okay. And I think that no matter where you're at and what you've done, what you've been through, and how lonely that you feel, there's always someone if you just speak up and become vulnerable.
Yes.
Because there's beauty in vulnerability, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of people, as I've grown and met, because I've met thousands of people, thousands. And one of the biggest things that I hear, because I love to hear feedback, because I like to see perspective from other people. So I constantly ask people, what do you think about me? And I give space for honesty. I might not always like it. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, no, I don't agree with that. But at the same time, I give space for honesty. But one of the biggest feedbacks that I've gotten is that I'm so comfortable in my vulnerability, in my truth, in my story, in the things that I've gone through, the mistakes that I've made, the type of person that I've evolved into throughout the years has been
I see it.
Pretty wild.
No, I've seen you evolve. Because we knew each other for a long time. But
13?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
And I've seen an evolution. But the one thing that always stood out about you is the fact that, I've never seen you really judge people. And, you know a lot of people, you see people that do some crazy off the wall stuff and you try to give advice, you try to be helpful to everybody. Now, my personal opinion, and it might not be good, but I do care what people think. But if we're not close and I don't really know you, I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
I don't, like, if a random person comes and tells me something about me, I'm like, it goes through one ear out the other. I don't listen. Because I got to get trust from you. And then once I trust you and I'm like, okay, this person knows what they're talking about, then I somewhat listen. But like if it's some random person that comes out of nowhere, it says, I think that you suck when it comes to making films. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know your resume and you never did the film, I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So like, for example, if you're online and someone just has an opinion about you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I was singing in my bathroom and I posted it online. And I'm fairly new to getting monetized on Facebook. So everything's public unless I don't want it to be. But most of the time my stuff is public for viewing. And so I'm singing and somebody gets on there and decides to tell me how horrible my singing is. And I'm like, listen, I know that's not going to stop me from singing, but imagine being somebody who is so consumed
there's a lot of people like that.
With the need to tell people certain things.
Yes.
And the thing about that is what that does for me personally at this stage of my life, because there was a version of me that would have just...
Oh, so you better be glad.
Let me explain something to you. But where I'm at now, it gives me an opportunity to give them a different viewpoint. I can address someone in a way that plants a seed.
Yeah.
In a great way. Because even if they're having a bad day, they're deciding to project it out on me, or some people just like to troll. They think it's funny. It is what it is. Whether it plants within them or somebody else that sees the way I respond to it is very important to me. And it has less to do with what people think about me and more to do with my connection with God and how God sees me and what God wants to do through me at this point in life, because I've witnessed enough to know just where I want to be and who I want to be and what I want to do for this lifetime, and that is make a difference. So in order to make a difference, I have to be different. I have to stand out and I have to care. And it's not always easy when you come from a life where you would rather just match energy.
But but again, too, we didn't grow up in this online, like,
No.
this online age right now. So it's a little bit different. So we have tougher skin somewhat because we didn't grow up in that. These kids now online, they like to troll or whatever. So you can imagine like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old. They go online or whatever, and everything they post is out for everybody to see. It's always going to be
that falls on the parent, doesn't it?
It does.
Like,
but
why is your 12, 13-year-old being exposed to things that they shouldn't be exposed to?
I don't know. Well, first of all, with kids, people don't give kids enough credit for how smart they are.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It be creative. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I watch videos. I'm like, I don't even know how kids can get like on the top cabinet or the refrigerator. I'm like, how do you even get up there in the first place? But that's neither. The thing is, they'll find a way. So if online was like it was now, right, and I was 11, my mother could stop me all I want, but I would find a way to get online or find.
There's always a way.
I used you remember they had the online stuff like on TV, call us hotline, and it's like a porn thing or whatever.
Yeah.
People did that all the time, but what I'm saying is I would find a way. I got online. I can imagine.
Cable. We were the era of cable.
That's what I'm saying. But I know I would
HBO
find a way to get
Cinemax.
online, and I can see myself now at 12. Somebody say something to me.
I did all kinds of crazy things.
We all did.
Could, 13, and 14.
I could see how that would turn out bad. And then imagine them bringing it up 10 years later, whatever. That's why I'm kind of glad I didn't grow up like these kids do now. But at the same time, it is informational. So we don't have that information like at your fingertips like they do now.
Well, I think you're losing something by having information at your fingertips, because a lot of people don't read books anymore. And I think that when you have the ability to control things so easily, and I think that if you're paying attention to what's going on in the political world, you're understanding exactly how much control they have over what you see and the information that has been given to us. So I think that it really does come down to like getting back to the basics of pulling your children in and not exposing them to the world too soon. And I can say that wholeheartedly because as my kids began to age, one of the biggest things that I wanted to know is how do I fix the things that is broken through the unhealed versions of me, because my kids had to go through a lot with me, because I never intended to be a single mom. That wasn't on my agenda. I never wanted to have kids because I was like, I'm definitely going to screw these kids up. I'm just going to stay all the way away from it and be good. But hey, God knew if I didn't have kids, I probably would have turned out to be a terrible person. So, no, I would have. I definitely would have. I was definitely exposed to lifestyles that, had I not had kids, I probably would have just been like, hey, I don't care. Because, you know, definitely I was wild.